The very first year that I attended Brick Fair, Virginia, I picked up a couple custom Bionicle masks. And some of these are just works of art. In today's video, I want to show you some of these masks that I picked up, and we're going to discuss some ideas for how they could potentially be used when building your own LEGO creations. Hey, we get to look at some cool creations and some beautiful Bionicle masks? That sounds like a great time. Let's do this. Let's start off with this absolutely stunning Evoke. But it ain't your everyday mask of light. No, this one has some beautiful rainbow glitter. I believe I bought this mask off of Zientro Custom Wares. I'll have a link to their online store in the description below. Go and check them out. I mean, oh, look at this. How amazing is this? That gradient of color is simply breathtaking. I even feel like this mask fits in thematically with the idea of a mask of light. It makes sense that it could refract light and you would see some rainbow colors. That's, kind of appropriate. But if we take a look at this next to the actual mask of light, it also looks like it could just be, I don't know, an enhanced version of the mask, or perhaps its powers are being activated and it glows these brilliant colors. Dude, this is dope. But how could you use it in a MOC? Well, I really like what Elira has done on her creation, Spectra Celestial Painter. It's using a trans-clear Tahu mask that's placed upside down for the head. But then it's got these ponytails with rainbow studs all over them and the nice rainbow studs on the torso as well. I feel like this mask would actually fit perfectly with this MOCs aesthetic. It would tie into all those bright colors, and it probably actually would fit that painter aesthetic very well. It's kind of a cool idea, isn't it? And another idea I had for using this mask, I'm taking inspiration from another MOC by Elira. This one features a beautiful painted CCBS armor shell on the head, making it look like some dope galaxy patterns. To me, the look of this makes it feel like the character is some kind of cosmic entity, some all-powerful being that literally has a universe inside their face. I feel like this mask kind of pulls off some similar vibes. The out-of-this-world colors that it has, it makes it feel like the face of a god or some all-powerful creature. Building a body that's based off of that concept would go so hard. It'd be a perfect way to use this mask. Now, another mask that I got is this super cool dark blue mask. You might recognize this as a Batera mask. The Batera are canon to the Bionicle story. They appeared in comics and other media. And there were some pretty heavy rumors that we were actually going to get Batera sets if Bionicle G1 never ended. And man, if I had to pick one set that I wish could have snuck through the gaps and actually became a LEGO set, it's these guys. So I absolutely had to buy this mask. There's something so exciting about owning this. Now I can potentially bring this character to life as a MOC. Oh yeah, I didn't say by the way, I believe I got this mask from Zientro as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I did buy this like 3 years ago. I have lost track, unfortunately. But hey, if I did want to build one of those Batera, well, I could take some inspiration from the awesome Lewis Hammond and their reimagining of the character. You can see that Lewis has used this exact same mask, except it's in white instead of dark blue. Now sure, the white is technically more accurate to the source material, but hey, it's also got some dark blue in the color scheme, so I can just kind of switch up things a little bit. It's not so bad. I might have to build myself a Batera MOC sometime soon, because it looks so good. I really enjoy this mask of creation that I got as well. This one was also by the amazing Zientro. Dude, I think this is sick. The almost kind of frosted red colorization of this, it makes it look like some kind of candy or lolly. Oh, dude, can you imagine? I would buy the crap out of some Bionicle masks that were like edible little lollies. That'd be so cool. Of course, this is not edible. Please don't eat your Bionicle masks. But you might notice that little tiny notch out of the top of one of the horns up here. That's not me trying to eat the mask, I promise. This mask was actually in Zientro's defect box at Brick Fair. His normal masks were selling for really cheap, and his defect masks, they were selling for even cheaper. So I got this for a very good price. But actually, I kind of like the defects in this mask. They add a lot of character to it. It makes it feel like an ancient relic of the past. Some kind of hidden treasure that you would find in a long-lost temple. And it's so old that, yeah, it's falling apart a little bit. It's rough around the edges, that kind of thing. I don't know, I think this is dope. But how could you use it in a MOC? Well, Anuku has this creation here called Queen Diana. It's using the trans-light blue version of this mask that appeared in the official Ekimu Lego set, the one that you're seeing right here. So yeah, I kind of like the idea of building a trans-red version of this, or even a trans-pink version. The color of this mask could fit into both of those colors. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. It would be like an antithesis version of this one, like an evil version of Queen Diana. I like the sound of that. I also picked up G2 Gully's mask, but this one is in dark blue. I believe I bought this one off of the awesome mask creator called Socket Ball. I'll have a link to their stuff in the description below if you want to check out their other work. Now, in the official G2 Gully set, she of course has an azure mask and a gold mask as well. There's something so electric about seeing color variants of G2 masks, because we didn't get many of those. It makes me wish that we got mask packs for G2, very similar to the ones we got in G1. That was just such a great idea and so helpful for MOCs. Having the exact same piece in so many different colors will always be good. So hey, getting custom versions, that's kind of the next best thing. Now, unfortunately, the mask doesn't look that amazing when you place it on the set, but you know, it's kind of not the right color. It makes sense. But I do have a cool idea for a version of Gully that would look good using this dark blue mask. Anuku brings Gully Mystica to life with a bit of a G2 twist, taking the essence of this original set, but building it with G2 pieces and what appears to be a custom Mutter Blue version of this mask. Very pretty. But like I said, this is a revamp of this set, and the original color scheme was silver and dark blue. So if I did something similar with my mask, it would be way more accurate. That being said though, I actually quite like how this looks with that Mutter Blue mask. I mean, hey, the idea of G2 Gully Mystica is just so good. I don't think it matters what color mask you use, it's gonna hold up. Another nice recolor that I picked up is this black version of Gelu's mask. And this is another amazing Socket Ball custom mask. You see, Gelu's mask, it ranks pretty highly on my list of favorite Bionicle masks. The aesthetic of it is just so cool. I'm a big fan of these horns flaring out of the back. Yeah, they look vaguely like icicles, but also kind of not. And then this kind of gladiator style helmet at the front. So sick. So hey, to get this mask in literally any other color, it's magical. And it does look pretty good in black. Now, I'm not sure if it looks that great on Gelu himself, although maybe you could rebuild this set with a black color scheme. Ooh, see, that would be cool. Kind of like a stealth suit or something like that. Ooh, I like that idea. But if not, a builder called Ben, they've built something pretty cool with this mask. And it's actually using the exact same mask. I think they also picked this up at Brick Fair. I love how this blends in with the inky black color scheme of this MOC. But then you also get that sensational pop of red and blue as well. Isn't this cool? It's always lovely to see other builders playing around with the exact same custom mask that you've got. Yeah, Ben, this is awesome, good job. And if you're sitting here being like, man, I wish I had that mask. Well, there's nothing wrong with getting a bit of paint and painting one of your own Gelu masks. If that's something you want to do. I know not everyone loves customizing their masks or painting Lego pieces. It can be a bit of a sin for some, but I don't see any problem with doing it. If the idea of painting a piece is enough to get you inspired to build, then I think it's worth it. But one of the highlights of this mask haul has to be this phenomenal metallic dark green mask of control. This was made by Zion Tyro. This also came from his defect bin, so I got it pretty cheap as well. I mean, I've always liked this mask. It's just very well designed. But it looks even better in this color. Just look at the way that it shines. Now, obviously there's not really any Bionicle pieces that exist in this specific color, so it's going to be a little bit harder to pair it with other pieces if I were to put it in a MOC. But I do have one idea. The Underscore Double uses an old corrupted Howl mask to build their own take on Makuta. Yeah, the idea of this, it kind of looks like the mask has summoned shadows to craft a body for itself. Like the mask is a little bit sentient, you know? And I reckon you could do something similar with this mask. It could be some kind of jade mask that an explorer finds in an ancient temple. And when they try to put it on, the mask corrupts the user's body and turns it into some sort of shadow monster very similar to this. So I don't know, I think there's a lot of possibilities to this mask. It's kind of like a modern interpretation of this corrupted Howl mask. The green coloration could be seen as some kind of corruption, maybe. But even if you just put this on some sort of like pharaoh or emperor as some kind of very expensive, very rare mask that only they can wear, I think it's gonna look good. God, it's just so pretty, isn't it? But hey, if you think this mask is cool, check this one out. It's essentially the same deal, but in metallic purple. Again, this was made by Zion Tyro, and I also got it from their little defect bin. So once again, it might be a little bit tough to build with this, given that there are no official LEGO metallic purple pieces. That's why I also bought some custom CCBS armor that comes in the exact same color. I'm so glad Zion Tyro made these, because what a lovely little collection this is. Now I can build some sort of Makuta that's wearing this mask and this armor. Wouldn't that be sweet? Yeah, even just mocking up a quick little creation using some very basic CCBS pieces, you can see just how dope this all looks when you put it together. And on that, here's a creation by Toa Slim 2014. On a lot of their creations, they tend to paint their pieces, giving them a very fancy and pretty look. You can see here that a lot of these parts look quite weathered, and the color of it, it looks slightly different to regular LEGO colors. It's almost got a bit of a greenish hue to that black armor. Now, while the colors of this aren't the same as, those metallic purple pieces, looking at this, you get the idea of how I plan to use those parts. Build a pretty basic body with your typical official LEGO pieces, and then place this custom armor on top of it. And then you're going to end up with something amazing like this. Yeah, I'm excited to use these parts someday. They just look so exotic and so pretty. So there you go. That's my little mask haul from my very first Brick Fair way back in 2022. Be sure to check the links in the description and visit the stores of both Socket Ball and Zion Tyro. And maybe you can pick up some of the custom pieces that they're selling for yourself. That's exciting. And hey, hopefully some of the mocks we discussed in today's video can give you some inspiration so that you can go build some stuff yourself. If you want to see more from those builders, again, there'll be links to their stuff in the description below. Check it out. But that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Happy building, and bye for now.